I'm so tired of fixing this. I'm back. I'm here. You're here. Thank God for that. So the topic today is very short. I remember it's going to be 15 minutes at most. So fingers crossed, not counting the intro. So yeah, it's going to be on my hair. It's going to be about my hair, you know, woo! And like, what exactly is that going to connect to? I don't know, but we're going to find out. So don't forget to like, comment, and if God touches your heart, subscribe. All right? Intro. Welcome back. The topic is why I cut my hair. Before I get into that, let's go to the topic of beauty. As some of you might know, I live in Taiwan, a country in Asia, and I've lived in 3 other countries in Asia. And beauty in Asia as a whole is very, very specific. And each country, it gets more and more specific, but there are some things that are, generally the same. When I was back in the States, I never really thought too much about beauty for myself. I'm a girl, so college, high school, I was comparing myself to my friends and stuff like that. Those are all, the normal comparison about beauty. Of course, I went through that. But beauty being right here, constantly is something I dealt with more when I moved to this part of the world. I've always been a bit less feminine. I've always been a little bit more comfortable with how I look, and comfortable not in the sense of feeling, but just presentation. I liked doing my hair however way I felt like it. I liked dressing however way I felt was convenient for whatever I was doing at that particular time. This is not the first time I cut my hair. I cut my hair when I was in college once, and my mom went crazy, calling me names and what have you. And I really didn't think much about it, because if you grew up in an African home, you're used to, less than pleasant things being said. Not saying is right. But the reason why I even cut my hair back then was because I wanted to be practical. At the time I was playing sports, I was working, so there were so many things to do. I didn't really thought about braiding my hair, because I braided my own hair even before I got into college and all through college. So whatever. Okay. So beauty, blah, blah, blah. So when I came to Asia, and my first stop was Korea, I really started to get hit with the thought of beauty. What is beautiful? What is being beautiful? And as some might know, the beauty standards in Korea is very specific. I had this, I used to say this with my friends, we used to laugh about it, that when you walk in a room in Korea, it could be a cafe or a club or a bar, you might just see the same people. And it's not a racist comment. It was more because of aesthetic. It was a very specific way that most Koreans wanted to look, right? And as a foreign girl, and as a brown foreign girl, as a tall foreign girl, as a big foreign girl with very specific proportions, I stood out more, but not for the reasons that I just described. Well, actually for the reasons I described, but not in a positive light. So I had to adjust to that, right? There's some good things that came out of me really looking at myself and asking, am I beautiful? Because I started to pay more attention to skincare. Again, I was in Korea, so that's to be expected. So that's one thing I'm grateful for. I did alter the way I dress a little bit, and I started to not like it, because I didn't want it to wear things just because it was what people around me was wearing. Well, and that didn't just happen on the spot. Obviously, I had to wear them, this is not me. And then going to Thailand and out here. So in Asia, I've always had a struggle with beauty. I'm a very specific kind of woman in a country, or in countries where women are presented in a very specific kind of way, or at least try to present themselves in a very, very specific kind of way, whether it is as a social construct or an ethnic trait of what a woman should look like. Whatever way, there was still a fixed framework of beauty. Not all the women in the countries that I've been to subscribe to that. Not all of them did. I've talked to a lot of women in those countries who didn't, but the majority did. So fast forward to here. I remember a few weeks ago, oh, actually, it's been like a month or two now. My friend and I was talking about something, and I showed him a picture of this girl. I was like, man, I'm gonna cut my hair just like this. And he was like, why? And then I made this whole statement about I don't want to conform to beauty standards. I want to see how I look outside of how men might see me, something along those lines. And he was like, well, that's deep. And at the time when I wrote it, I didn't think it was deep, right? Because in addition to that, I just said, I just want to cut my hair, and which was true, because it is not my first time. Like I said, it's not my first time cutting my hair, but it is first time in a while cutting my hair, and cutting my hair outside of my own environment. So hair is a marker, a beauty marker, as we know. If you cut your hair within your own group of people, it is seen as like a out of the box, edgy type of act, but it's still accepted because it's within your own group of people. Now, doing that outside of your group of people in a country, in a continent like this, is a little more, okay. Because if you're with your hair, we saw you a bit differently. Now we really see you differently, so that's why I told him. I was like, it's kind of crazy. And I think that was like I said, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, or at least 3 months ago, I believe. And then I eased into cutting my hair with coloring it, which is where I have some other video down my shorts when I colored my hair, like autumn color and then green. And after I colored it green, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and that's when I cut it myself. So why did I cut it? Because I wanted to, yes. But I also agree with my first statement that I made to my friend. I just wanted to see if I looked at myself the same way I did the first time I cut my hair. Because when I think about when I did in college, I had no expectation. I wasn't really thinking about people. I wasn't really considering what I might look like to other people. I just wanted to do it. And so I did it. I wasn't in a relationship at that time, but funny enough, I got into a relationship, I think it's a couple of weeks, a month after that. But it was from a very, almost like a kid-like perspective when I cut my hair, which makes sense because I was in college. And so when I cut it now, or since cutting it, I've had to, I think I said on my other video, because I had a cap on as well, I've had to look at myself and find things that are appealing about me to me. I do think I'm beautiful, but hair is such a powerful thing. It's not even almost, it's an extension of our beauty. And cutting that was a freeing thing to do. It still is, but I'm still adjusting. When I cut my hair, it was much lower than this, and I will put a clip in here somewhere. And I remember waking up the next day like, wow, I have a round face. My face isn't long. My head is in shape, I don't know, whatever kind of way. So I was just like, So I wrapped it a couple of weeks. Then I bought some hats, which was not a bad thing because I've always wanted to wear hats. Couldn't because of my head is big, and then plus hair on top of it, afro hair, was just impossible. And slowly, when some of it grew back, I got okay, I can kind of work with this. And now I am working with it. And that's how I've been incorporating colors into it. I've always wanted to try different colors within my hair anyways. I did it with extensions. So I've been able to do my extra hair. It's been amazing. But as much as I love it, I still wake up sometimes and I have to think about, yeah. Again, beautiful. I don't know. And it really is letting me see myself in a different kind of way. As far as beauty, what I consider beauty for me. Because I will see other women with short hair, Black women or even Asian women, Taiwanese or whatever, and I do see them as beautiful, and I'm like, wow. But obviously, when we turn the mirror on ourselves, it's hard to see because we can't always be kind to ourselves, and we can't be positive about changes in ourselves as we are in other people. When I go to places, sometimes I walk in as boldly as I usually do, pre-short hair and but sometimes for brief moments I walk in and I look down because The saying that no one's actually looking at you, nobody cares about you, that is true, but depending on what you live and what you look like, people are looking at you. Fact. And it just so happened that for me it's true. And even if you took my hair out of it, here, people always look at me whenever I go into places. Hands down. And someone might say, oh, because maybe they think you look good, or you're just so tall, or because of your color. So it's not always a bad look. And of course I know that. And I'm not even saying it's a bad look. But to always have eyes on you creates some form of insecurity. Not even a big one for me. And I'm grateful to God that He's given me a personality where I don't often dwell too much on feeling insecure. I will get insecure for a moment, but then I just get over it. And I'm grateful to God for that. Or I may find my own way to, cope with it. I mean, or at least hide it really well, So, yeah. So if I didn't answer, I'm gonna say again, I cut my hair because I wanted to, but I also cut my hair because I was trying to see what beauty meant to me. What beauty meant to me in a space that has its own definition of beauty, of its own people, and me. I am not as desired as the women from here. And if I am, it's for not good reasons. So I wanted to take all of the things that might make me desirable out and then give me a blank canvas of myself and to see if I still like how I looked when I took out the things that may lead the people around me to find me attractive. Because at the end of the day, I need to be pleasing to me. God first. Well, I don't have to do nothing for God to find me pleasing. He created me and He loves me regardless of my exterior. Actually, He's looking inside of me to see love He made from me. So that's that. But I did it again to see how I saw me, how I loved me. If I found me beautiful. And I wake up every morning, it's a struggle to see it. Sometimes I don't really care. Other times I do. So yeah. Am I going to cut my hair some more after this? I'm still contemplating because I don't know if you can tell, but it's growing back. And I don't know if I liked it super down to my scalp or if I wanted to grow a little bit more so I can, do the little thing on it. So it's an experience. I'm living it. I'm accepting it. And I'm grateful for even being given the choice to do that. Because some people can't even cut their hair and have the expectation that it will grow back. Right? So that's one way I'm looking at it as well. And even if it doesn't, yeah. So, thank you for staying to the end. Hopefully this is 15 minutes or less. And I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and if God touches your heart, subscribe. Give me pointers, ideas, whatever it is. But until then, God bless you and see you on and at the next video. Bye-bye.